Is it time to buy or sell SPDR S&P 500 ETF? In this video, we will explore the SPDR S&P 500 ETF in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Wednesday, the 14th of May, 2025, and now we are here to deliver an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest insights. You certainly do not want to miss any critical updates that could affect your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Leverage the power of AI to receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is intended for informational purposes only and should not be viewed as financial advice. Since the 25th of April, 2025, our system has identified the SPDR S&P 500 ETF as a buy candidate, assigning it a score of 2.16. Now, let's examine the ETF's performance during this time frame. The ETF has experienced a gain of 6.7%. This equates to an average return of 0.48% per day since it was designated as a buy candidate. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential decrease of approximately 6.83% over the next 3 months, with a possible return ranging from negative 24.11% to negative 6.83%. Looking at the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 6.05%. Based on our calculations, the stock's performance could fall between negative 9.74% and 12.12% over the next year. In current terms, this would place the future price somewhere between $530.31 and $658.76. Our latest daily update for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF includes the headline, SPDR S&P 500 ETF priced up 0.123% on Wednesday. The SPDR S&P 500 ETF price gained 0.123% on the last trading day, which was Wednesday, the 14th of May, 2025, rising from $586.81 to $587.53. It has now gained for 3 consecutive days. It will be interesting to see whether it continues to gain or takes a slight break over the next few days. During the last trading day, the ETF fluctuated 0.588%, with a day low at $585.54 and a day high of $588.98. The price has risen in 7 of the last 10 days and is up by 5.95% over the past 2 weeks. Volume has increased on the last day along with the price, which is a positive technical sign. In total, 2 million more shares were traded than the day before, resulting in a total of 64 million shares being bought and sold for approximately $37.66 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest price of the ETF was $613.23. And the lowest price was $481.80. Currently, the price is 4.19%, or $25.70, below the 52-week high of $613.23, which also marks the all-time high for the ETF. Coinbase Global is making headlines as it prepares to join the S&P 500 on the 19th of May, replacing Discover Financial. This historic inclusion marks Coinbase as the first pure-play cryptocurrency stock in the index, shining a spotlight on the growing legitimacy of the crypto sector. CEO Brian Armstrong has emphasized that this significant milestone indicates that cryptocurrency is here to stay. Analysts are optimistic, with projections suggesting a substantial institutional upside for Coinbase, reflected in revised price targets as high as $300. This move could invigorate interest not only in Coinbase, but also in the SPY ETF, which tracks the S&P 500. Despite some positive momentum, the broader market sentiment has been tempered by concerns over economic headwinds, including potential stagflation and uncertainties related to tariffs, especially with recent developments in U.S.-China trade relations. Analysts note that while the market may experience short-term rallies, earnings estimates for the S&P 500 have started to decline, raising red flags for long-term sustainability. In summary, Coinbase's entry into the S&P 500 heralds a new era for the digital asset space, potentially influencing stock prices in the short term. However, broader economic concerns could weigh heavily on market performance in the longer term, making careful observation essential. The following signals have been identified for the Stock S&P 500 ETF. The chart shows mostly positive signals today. The Stock S&P 500 ETF holds buy signals from both short-term and long-term moving averages, indicating a favorable outlook for the ETF. Additionally, there is a general buy signal based on the relationship between these two moving averages, with the short-term average positioned above the long-term average. In the event of downward corrections, support is expected at levels of $572.34, as well as $548.10. A drop below either of these levels would trigger sell signals. A buy signal emerged from a pivot bottom point on Tuesday, April 8, 2025, and thus far, the ETF has increased by 18.34%. Further growth is anticipated until a new top pivot is established. Moreover, a buy signal is indicated by the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Volume has been increasing alongside the price, which is considered a strong technical signal. Here are some other signals you might find interesting. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, buy signal from 26 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 2 days ago. Short-term moving average, buy signal from 17 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 15 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 11 days ago. If we look at the 12-month chart, we see short moving average, buy signal from 16 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 4 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 47 days ago. Remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us if you want to find more signals. Support, risk, and stop loss for SPDR S&P 500 ETF. On the downside, the ETF finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $548.62 and $505.28. There's a natural risk involved when an ETF is testing a support level, as breaking this level may lead to a decline towards the next support level. In this case, SPDR S&P 500 finds support just below today's level at $548.62. If this level is breached, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $505.28 and $504.38. This ETF exhibits average movements throughout the day, and with good trading volume, the risk is deemed to be medium. Over the last day, the ETF fluctuated by $3.45 between its high and low, or 0.588%. For the past week, the ETF has shown a daily average volatility of 0.749%. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for the SPDR S&P 500 ETF is at $594.18. If you do not own any shares, it may be wise to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the ETF, this could serve as a consideration for swing trading. On the downside, the SPDR S&P 500 ETF encounters its first support level at $548.62. If this support level holds, it could present a favorable entry point, anticipating a rebound. Our recommended stop loss is set at $567.17, reflecting a decrease of 3.47%. This exchange-traded fund experiences moderate daily fluctuations, indicating a medium level of risk. The 14-day relative strength index stands at 85, which significantly heightens the risk. Additionally, there is a buy signal generated from a pivot bottom identified 25 days ago. Is the SPDR S&P 500 ETF a good buy? Despite being in a falling trend, several short-term signals are positive. We conclude that the current level may present a buying opportunity, as there is a fair chance for the ETF to perform well in the short term. After analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is overvalued for trading on Thursday, the 15th of May. We expect the SPDR S&P 500 ETF to open lower by 182 0.1 and start trading at $587.35. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money, and it is advisable to consult with a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. Your investment decisions should not be based solely on information from StockInvest.us, By utilizing this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the exchange-traded fund. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the exchange-traded fund? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a lovely day from all of us here at Stock Invest.